From the outside, it appeared that Ellen was living her dream. Her network sitcom was a success, yet inside she was feeling the pain of not having a truly authentic life. In order to understand the courage it took for her to do what she did next, you have to remember it really was a very different world back in 1997. There were no major celebrities who were openly gay. There were no major gay characters on television. It was long before gay marriage, of course, was legal, and we simply didn't talk about sexuality, gender issues, and being gay the same way we do today. Ellen coming out was a first in the history of television, and it sparked a backlash from advertisers and religious groups. It also sent shockwaves through her own life.
I certainly didn't ever think that I didn't think I was gonna come out, period. I didn't think I'd be coming out on a show ever. But someone gave me for a gift a course at a place called Esalen up in Big Sur. It's kind of like a hippie, retreat place. And you go and just, no TV and no music and no anything. It's just meditation and different things and different courses. And there was a course called Changing the Inner Dialogue of Your Subconscious Mind. So I thought that would be an interesting course to take because I wanted to know what the inner dialogue of my subconscious mind was. And it was scary and crazy. And what came out of listening to what I had been saying to myself is, would I still be famous? Would they still love me if they knew I was gay? And my fear was no, they wouldn't. And then it made me feel shame that I was hiding something. It made me feel shame that I couldn't be honest and really be who I am. And I just didn't want to pretend to be somebody else anymore so that people would like me. I just want somebody special, somebody, that I click with.
And obviously you didn't click with Richard. Has there ever been anyone you felt you clicked with? And what was his name?
Susan. The character was, she wasn't dating. She wasn't going to get married. I wasn't, that girl. So if I'm not going to be that girl, if I'm not going to be Marlo Thomas, I should just, the character should come out also. This is so hard, but I think I've realized that I can't even say the word. No one had ever come out, in their 30s on television. It's one thing for someone to just be a gay character, but to actually go through the process of realizing they're gay, because she was in denial, the character, she was gay. And so it was an interesting thing to be able to explore, or it would have been had we been allowed to keep going with it. I had no idea that it would turn into such an important thing for so many people. It was really just the right thing to do for me. And by doing something that was the right thing to do for me, it was a very interesting, creative thing to do for television. Susan, I'm gay. For a while, and you can see when I said it on the show, even during rehearsal, when we rehearsed it, every single time I said I'm gay, I would start crying. Every time. When you're gay, you don't say to someone, I'm gay. Like you're not in a gay bar and you don't have to say it because they're gay too. So those words never come out of your mouth. You just never say that sentence. So to say that sentence out loud in front of a whole bunch of people is scary as hell and emotional and empowering, which is why most people cry when they tell their parents or tell anybody, because you don't want to let someone down. If you're telling your parents, you're saying something that just verbalizing, just saying those words, I'm gay, it takes a long time to say it without emotion, because it's a scary thing, because society has drilled it into us that we are wrong. And so to be strong enough to go against that, to be strong enough to say, I am doing this because it's the right thing to do, because that is the label that you've given me. And, again, I don't like labels, but If that's the label you're giving me, I am going to own it. I'm not fearless. I didn't do it because I'm fearless. I did it in spite of the fact that I was scared to death, in spite of the fact that I cared deeply what people thought of me, in spite of the fact that I needed to have a career. And so it made me really proud of myself and really recognize that I was not as weak and pathetic as I thought of myself. It felt great. That felt so great. And it felt so loud.